Have you ever wondered how our brains learn new things or adapt to change? It's a fascinating process that happens every day, often without us even realizing it. The answer lies in a remarkable ability called neuroplasticity. This term might sound complex, but it simply refers to the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Our brains are incredibly dynamic and constantly changing throughout our lives. Just like the seasons change, our brains are always in a state of flux, adapting to new experiences and information. Like a sculptor molding clay, our experiences, thoughts, and actions shape the intricate pathways of our brains. Every new skill we learn, every memory we form, and every challenge we overcome contributes to this ongoing process. For a long time, scientists believed that our brains were fixed and unchanging after a certain age. This belief was based on early research that suggested the brain's structure was set in stone once we reached adulthood. They thought that damage or illness caused permanent limitations. This meant that if someone suffered a brain injury or developed a neurological condition, there was little hope for recovery. Now, we know this isn't true. Thanks to groundbreaking research, we've discovered that the brain is much more adaptable than we ever imagined. Neuroplasticity shows us that our brains can adapt and heal even after facing challenges like chronic illness. This means that recovery and improvement are possible, even in situations that once seemed hopeless. Imagine a garden with pathways carved by your footsteps. Each step you take creates a new path, just as each thought and action creates new connections in your brain. These pathways represent the connections in your brain. The more you use a particular pathway, the stronger it becomes, just like a well-trodden path in a garden. Neuroplasticity means that you can create new pathways or even reroute old ones. This ability allows us to learn new skills, adapt to new situations, and recover from injuries. This means that even if illness has impacted your brain, you have the power to help it heal and create new, healthier pathways. Practices like meditation, physical exercise, and continuous learning can all contribute to this healing process. This amazing ability of the brain to change itself offers hope and possibility, especially for individuals living with chronic illnesses. It reminds us that no matter the challenges we face, our brains have the potential to adapt, grow, and thrive. Chronic illnesses, those that last for a long time or keep coming back, can significantly impact our lives. These conditions often bring about a persistent state of discomfort and can affect our daily activities, relationships, and overall quality of life. Conditions like chronic pain, chronic fatigue syndrome, or autoimmune disorders often involve a complex interplay between the body and the brain. The brain, being the central command center of our body, plays a crucial role in how we perceive and respond to these chronic conditions. Sometimes, even after the initial cause of an illness is treated, the brain continues to send pain signals or maintain a state of fatigue. This phenomenon is known as central sensitization, where the nervous system goes into a persistent state of high reactivity. This can be incredibly frustrating, but it highlights how powerful our brains are and how they can sometimes get stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. The brain's ability to adapt and change, known as neuroplasticity, can sometimes work against us by reinforcing these negative patterns. Think of it like a fire alarm that keeps going off even after the fire is out. Initially, the alarm was crucial for alerting us to danger, but once the danger has passed, the continuous ringing becomes a source of stress and anxiety. The alarm was helpful at first, but now it's causing unnecessary stress. Similarly, in chronic illness, the brain's alarm system might be sending out signals of pain or fatigue even when there's no immediate threat, leading to a cycle of ongoing discomfort. In chronic illness, the brain's alarm system might be sending out signals of pain or fatigue, even when there's no immediate threat. This miscommunication within the brain can make it difficult for individuals to find relief and can lead to feelings of helplessness and frustration. The good news is that neuroplasticity offers a way to rewire these patterns and find relief. Through various therapeutic approaches such as mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, and physical rehabilitation, individuals can train their brains to respond differently to pain and fatigue. By understanding how our brains contribute to chronic illness, we can begin to harness the power of neuroplasticity to heal. This understanding empowers us to take proactive steps in managing our conditions, improving our mental and physical well-being, and ultimately leading a more fulfilling life. Neuroplasticity empowers us to rewire our brains and promote healing from chronic illness. By engaging in specific practices and therapies, we can guide our brains to form new connections, strengthen existing ones, and even weaken those that contribute to our symptoms. Imagine your brain as a bustling city with traffic flowing through various routes. Some roads may be well paved and efficient, while others are bumpy and congested, leading to delays and frustration. Neuroplasticity acts like a city planner, allowing us to reroute traffic, repair damaged roads, and create smoother pathways. Through techniques like mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, graded exercise, visualization, and dietary changes, we can influence our brain's activity, gradually shifting it from a state of illness to one of wellness. Just as it takes time for a city to redesign its infrastructure, healing through neuroplasticity requires patience and persistence. However, by understanding the principles and embracing the journey, we can tap into our brain's incredible capacity for change and experience profound improvements in our health and well-being. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for rewiring our brains and finding relief from chronic illness. It allows us to create a space of calm and clarity amidst the chaos of our daily lives. By practicing mindfulness, we can learn to navigate the stormy seas of our emotions and thoughts with greater ease and resilience. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, focusing on our breath, body, and thoughts without getting carried away by them. This practice helps us to anchor ourselves in the now rather than being swept away by the currents of our worries and fears. By simply observing our breath, we can find a sense of peace and stability. In the midst of chronic illness, it's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. These thoughts can be overwhelming and can exacerbate our symptoms, making it even harder to cope. Mindfulness offers a way to break free from this cycle of rumination and stress. Mindfulness helps us step out of that cycle and reconnect with the here and now. By bringing our attention back to the present moment, we can find a sense of calm and clarity that allows us to better manage our symptoms and improve our overall well-being. Imagine you're holding a snow globe. This simple object can serve as a powerful metaphor for our minds. When we are stressed or anxious, our thoughts and emotions can feel like the swirling snow inside the globe. When you shake it, the snow swirls around, making it hard to see clearly. This is what happens when our minds are filled with stress and worry. Everything becomes chaotic and unclear. Mindfulness is like letting the snow settle, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings with more clarity and less reactivity. As the snow settles, we can see the scene inside the globe more clearly, just as mindfulness allows us to see our thoughts and emotions more clearly. Regular mindfulness practice can lead to significant changes in the brain, particularly in areas related to stress, emotional regulation, and self-awareness. Studies have shown that mindfulness can increase the density of gray matter in these areas, leading to improved cognitive function and emotional resilience. By calming the nervous system and reducing stress hormones, mindfulness creates a more supportive environment for healing to occur. This can be especially beneficial for those dealing with chronic illness, as it can help to reduce inflammation and improve immune function. Whether through meditation, mindful breathing exercises, or simply bringing awareness to everyday activities, mindfulness can be integrated into our daily lives in many different ways. Each moment of mindfulness is an opportunity to cultivate a sense of peace and presence. Cultivating mindfulness can be a transformative step in managing chronic illness and improving overall well-being. By making mindfulness a regular part of our lives, we can learn to navigate the challenges of chronic illness with greater ease and resilience, finding calm amidst the storm. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is a type of therapy that focuses on the interconnectedness of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It helps us identify and change negative thought patterns that contribute to chronic illness. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on our physical and emotional states. If we constantly tell ourselves, "I'm never going to get better," or "this pain will never end," our brains start to believe it. This can create a vicious cycle of negativity that reinforces our symptoms. CBT helps us challenge these negative thoughts and replace them with more balanced and helpful ones. It's like weeding a garden. We need to pull out the weeds of negative thinking and plant seeds of hope, resilience, and self-compassion. Through CBT, we learn to identify triggers, develop coping mechanisms, and gradually shift our perspective towards a more positive and empowered outlook. By addressing the cognitive aspect of chronic illness, CBT empowers individuals to regain control over their thoughts, emotions, and ultimately, their healing journey. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. Please like, subscribe, and share to help others on their healing journey.